Oh, Gary's a pretty unique individual. I've known Gary for probably about 23 years now. Worked for him back in the early 90s at Heartland Beef, and really enjoyed working with him and his company. Some would say that Gary's a little bit of a professional tweaker. He is a perfectionist by trade, I think. He's always tried to do the best he can on anything that he has tried to start.
You know, the one thing that in our meetings, he would always, everything would be on napkins. I'm sure he's not the only one. I've heard these stories before. I've worked for another gentleman that used to have all of his notes were on napkins, and that's where his brainstorming was. He'd come up with ideas on a Friday night, and then on Monday you'd be sure to see that napkin laid out with all kinds of ideas, and that's something that we'd work on in that week, or it might be plans for the next year or two. But it's kind of exciting to see that.
He won't let go. One thing I've noticed about him, though, is he's willing to listen. And when I say listen, not listen just so he can change your mind. I mean, believe me, he wants to, because don't we all, if we think we're right. But I've had a few instances where I felt I was right, and I stuck to it, and we got through the conversation. At the end of it, he goes, you know what, you're right. So he's not so stubborn that he won't hear you out. He will. He really listens. And so in some ways, you better be sincere about what you're saying, because he's going to dig deep all the way to make sure that what you're saying is real and you believe it, and then eventually he'll believe it.
So one of the coolest things about giving back to the community I've been a part of Pepper Jacks, and we still do it to this day, is a VIP event. Our first day before we grand opened any location, we did a charitable free food for the people we invited in lieu of donation to a charity of our choice. A lot of our general managers or district managers helped pick that, but we always picked somebody that was heartfelt. We did this whole day, lunch and dinner, selling just to donate back to them and kind of do our part, especially as an introduction to the communities we were becoming a part of.
If you look what Gary's done in the industry all through the years, the chartreuse cabooses, the Heartland Beef, the Pepper Jacks, and everything that he's moved towards, and then taking all these together, and you look through what he did with the Pepper Jacks especially, he basically took his own idea that he went out and sold and created at Heartland Beef, his niche market, his Philly steak product, and he took that and took that whole concept and built a restaurant around the Philly steak. And I think that is really the coolest thing that you can say is the success of him is just taking everything that he's always preached this whole time and making another business out of it, and a very successful one.
Well, I tell you, he's him and his wife Linda. They've always given back to the employees at the store. We've had picnics and Christmas bonuses and just different things. They like to celebrate events with the employees back in the day, and he's just very generous, very giving, very family oriented with his actions with the employees. He's always wanting to give everybody opportunities to grow and succeed and have the same kind of opportunities that he had, and it's just nice to see somebody that's interested in the people, probably more so than he was even in the business at times. He really wanted to see the people succeed.
Unrelentless passion for this industry. He really had a unique vision for Pepper Jacks, and something nobody was doing. It was trying to find that niche or that thing that made us different, so the grill experience was born, and he lives and dies by it. He ingrained that passion in all of us, and I think that's ultimately what has made Pepper Jack so successful today.
Yeah, my answer is this. I've heard, I can't tell you how many times someone has said to me, everything that Gary touches turns to gold. I've heard that, I can't tell you how many times, countless times. Everything he touches turns to gold. Now I've worked with him for 7 months, and I can tell you exactly why things that he touches turns to gold. It's because he works hard. He gets there in the morning, he works all day. He never stops. He's 76, and he has the energy of a 23-year-old. He will not stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome 2017 Hall of Fame inductee, Gary Rohwer.
Tonight, you guys, I am very honored to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. My wife and I are so gracious for all the memories and the opportunities that we've had over the years is incredible. I'd like to thank the Restaurant Association tonight, and I would really like to thank all the many, many employees I had over the years. It's just been an incredible, incredible ride. And I've always said that the silver bullet to great success is truly always through your employees. And I have been so blessed, it's just very hard to believe what I've had over the years. And so I want to reach out tonight and thank all the hundreds and hundreds of employees again for everything that they have done. I want to thank the Restaurant Association again for everything. And tonight, I feel so blessed. And I believe that the silver bullet to success, you know, at the end of the day is always through your employees. And so I know I'm saying a lot tonight about my employees, but they really, really, truly do make the difference. I want to say a very special thanks to my loving wife, Linda, who has been so very supportive over all these years. And I know, as well as you know, that success is very, very difficult. Sometimes it's gut-wrenching. But when you have a wife and a partner like Linda, all those problems and challenges, they just seem to drift away. So I want to thank you again, Linda. I love you very much. And I'd like to also say a few words that are very special to me. And it's that the greatest gift I think you can give to a person is a gift of a creative and constructive life that is vision driven. Thank you.